Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another Gamers Watchlist. This is King Gustav, signing on to give you the lowdown on just a few of the upcoming games this week. If you've been trying to decide which games are worth checking out this month, then sit back and get ready for some interesting games. Starting with Contra Rogue Ops, a new twist in the age-old Contra series. From there, we'll be going back to Jericho City for some more end-of-the-world excitement in The Surge 2. After that, we'll take a short break from the fighting scene with some feats of great athleticism in FIFA 20, and then slide right back into the swing of things with Sayonara Wild Hearts, a heart-stopping motorcycle game you'll have to see to believe. After all that fun, it's hard to believe that there's anything left, but we've saved the best for last in an upcoming VR game sure to keep you entertained in Groundhog Day, like father, like son. First on our list, we have a game full of bullet-singing insanity for another installment of a long-running Contra series, Contra Rogue Ops. Releasing on the 24th of September for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, Rogue Corps moves off of the franchise's traditional side-scrolling perspective for the top-down isometric camera angle of a twin-stick shooter. Gone is the 2D and its place is a beefier 3D art style. Fear not, old-time Contra fans, Konami insisted the game's design and art style are still inspired by the classic early entities of the series. Despite the art with themes of a throwback, Konami is trying to take some risk with Rogue Corps to revitalize the title, evolving the game to make gameplay available online and offline, with the ability to add up to 4 players into the game. These improvements make sure to have a lasting impact on the title, and shape up to make Rogue Corps one of the most exciting Contra releases we've had yet. A game filled with large waves of meaty enemies to kill, explosions that engulf the screen in bright fire, and ridiculous weapons that you can upgrade and customize to your liking, the game is really shaping up to be an exciting one that you can get plenty of gameplay out of. The game's playable characters include a Gatling gun-wielding panda named Hungry Beast, a fembot ninja and an alien living in her belly named Mrs. Akari, a mechanical gun-toting cyborg named Kaser, and the Gentleman, a very polite alien bug. The goal of the game is the same as always, blast away some enemies with a more difficult one waiting for you at the end. Next on our list, we have another sequel. However, in this game, we'll be trading our guns for blades, bats, and all other sorts of melee weapons your creative mind can come up with, in The Surge 2. Developed by Deck 13 Interactive and published by Focus Home Interactive, this sequel to The Surge is an action role-playing game releasing on September 24th for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Looking to improve shortfalls from its predecessor, The Surge 2 has made stark improvements on combat speed, crafted more varying weapons, and created a semi-open world design and sticks to the original level designs that made The Surge a keeper. This time around, the Nano Plague has hit Jericho City, ground zero of the new outbreak. Plunged into societal decay and anarchy, your job is simple: escape the city, though it's not as easy as it sounds. At least you will have some sick equipment to help you out, like a mechanical exoskeleton. Much like its predecessor, combat in The Surge 2 is based around observation, stamina management, and timing. Watch your enemies' attack patterns, target specific body parts for weaknesses, then use those very body parts to craft modular gear for your avatar. It's a very satisfying loop. Use tech scrap collected to upgrade or create new equipment, improve your health and stamina bars, and can help you gain short-term boosts. There are several vast zones in the world, housing all kinds of secrets, shortcuts, and new routes to take. It's more lived in too, with different factions vying for control of the streets, with enclaves of humanity hunkering in shopping malls and nightclubs, where you can go chat, pick up quests, trade goods, and listen to local gossip about the surrounding apocalypse. Third on our watch list is the most popular sports game in the world, back with its yearly update. EA's FIFA 20, which is set to hit the shelves for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One on September 27th, as always, has several different play types and game modes that simulate you playing as your favorite soccer clubs from all around the world. Online matchmaking systems allow you to play as your favorite team, craft a team of your all-time favorite players through in-game collectible cards, or even play as yourself in Volta Football, a new game mode that looks a lot like more old FIFA Street series than the FIFA we've become accustomed to. It will include several options to play in 3 vs 3, 4 vs 4, and 5 vs 5 matches. The mode will incorporate the same engine but places emphasis on skill and independent play rather than tactical or team play. Additionally, players will have the option to customize their player by gender, clothing, shoes, hats, and tattoos. Following the completion of the 3-part series The Journey in FIFA 19, players can now have a similar storyline in Volta Football, which would be played with the player's own character. Changes will also be made to the traditional 11 vs 11 mode to encourage new, more one-on-ones and off-the-ball space creation. New penalty and free kick mechanics will be implemented and updates will be made to all ball physics. Volta Football will include 17 locations, with each providing a unique experience, as well as a generic warehouse, parking lot, and players can also have the opportunity to compete in places from Amsterdam to Tokyo. Next up, we have a simply designed game that will be sure to give you countless hours of enjoyment, included with the group of headlining with new Apple Arcade streaming services. Here we have Sayonara Wild Hearts, from Enapira Interactive, coming to PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Through Apple Arcade being released on April 19th, embedded with eye-catching graphics, groovy movie, and really fast motorcycles, Wild Hearts is a high adrenaline game where you tap, jump, and maneuver to connect little hearts in a beautiful neon and black landscape. Filled with 23 levels, you follow a young, heartbroken woman throughout alternative universes which she has to save by restoring harmony to the universe that is hidden away in the hearts of her enemies. Gameplay is easy. You race against whimsical levels at high speeds and motorcycles and on the back of a deer or even a skateboard, whatever else you can really find, and move to avoid barriers as you chase your target. The game has not garnered publicity for its complex gameplay system. Granted, the game still hones in on several different visual and audio aspects and tools to make you stay interested and make it almost impossible to put down. Last, but most certainly not least, we have a game you'll be playing again and again and again. Groundhog Day, Like Father, Like Son. It's a VR narrative adventure game that rests off of the interactive world of the film Groundhog Day. Available as of September 19th for Sony PSVR, Oculus Rift, and HTC Vive, players assume the role of Phil Connors Jr., the son of Phil Connors from the film, as you return to Pennsylvania, only to become trapped in the same time loop as his father. Solving problems and exploring the world is the only way players are given to try to break out of this continual loop of time. From the Murray-esque sarcasm and snark that flows effortlessly from the mouth protagonist Phil Connors Jr., through the lovingly recreated streets and buildings of Pennsylvania, and a cast that features some familiar characters, there's a lot here that fans of the film will appreciate. It's not all just the potty mouth put-downs either. There are signs of beating heart beneath its deadpan exterior. While there's lots of dialogue to listen to, each location in the game has plenty of things to interact with to keep things interesting, which often gives the game a job simulator-like vibe. This is especially true in the kitchen of the Connor house, where you can pass the time in a variety of ways, from flicking through the music channels on the TV to learning how to cook your family's favorite breakfasts. And that's a wrap. On this week's watch list, we blazed our way through hordes of enemies in Contra Rogue Corps, rapidly evolved our weapons while picking new items off of the corpses of our enemies in the Surge 2, ripped our way through a beautifully designed game in Sayonara Wild Hearts, and saw history repeat itself over and over and over again in Groundhog Day Like Father Like Son. With so many other games that have come out this month, you'll have plenty to choose from, but these games will definitely give most of those other titles a run for their money. Be sure to let us know if you give any of these games a try in the comments below, or you can even hit us up on our very own website, gamersamongus.com. It's the place to be for all the new and upcoming games of the year, and even for the coming into the next year, both mainstream and indie. All games are welcome. This is King Gustav with GAU, and I'll see you next time.